new space for now, and a new perfume, Lattafa Petra. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Aleisha Budget Beauty. My name is Aleisha. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, brand new Middle Eastern launch reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, elephant in the room. If you're used to watching my videos, this is not my usual space. What happened is we had our windows blown out by a tornadic hail, basically. So I am in West Texas. We had terrible weather the past couple of days, including twin tornadoes about 5 to 10 miles from my house, and crazy hail, baseball size hail being launched at our windows going 70 miles per hour. So it is a disaster zone in there. I usually film in front of my front 5 windows in my formal dining. It has the best lighting in the house. It has a pretty background, and those got busted. So they are boarded up now. It is pitch black in that area, and I'm having to just deal with it. I'm having to roll with it, try to improvise. I'm in my kids' playroom upstairs with some natural lighting and blank walls behind me. If you saw the rest of the room, it's a disaster. Don't let this fool you. This room is a complete mess, but this is all you guys can see right now. And the good news is we are safe. We did have a lot of damage. It wasn't just those windows. We needed a new roof. My daughter's windows were blown out. It was craziness, but life goes on. Content creating goes on, at least for me, because I'm a crazy lady. So you guys are actually here for the perfume. Let's get into that. Also, real quick, I want to say I do have other videos that are already filmed, ready to go before the whole incident. So you probably will see some where I'm back in my normal space. Those were filmed previously. I do not know when the windows will be fixed, when I'll be back in my typical spot. Also, where I am, it's right here where the backyard's below me. You're gonna hear mowing, dogs, kids. Please bear with me, you guys. I'm trying to just move along and keep doing my job and not let it get me down or just give up. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the packaging. Start there. Gorgeous. Lattafa just gets it right. Their bottles are beautiful. This looks nice and luxurious. It's giving Mediterranean luxury. This is heavy duty plastic. This is like not cardboard, it's plastic. And it looks nice like this. If you do keep your packaging like this, I'm not someone that does because I have too many fragrances, but if I did, it looks nice to display. So it's not cardboard. Love that. Here is the bottle. She is also beautiful. I love this cap and the base of this perfume so much. I think it is just elegant, classy, refined. Beautiful bottle, nice and heavy like we're accustomed to with Lattafa. All right, when I saw the notes of this, I thought, oh, that is so interesting. I did kind of wonder if it was going to smell sort of like Mod Vanilla meet something boozy, because Mod Vanilla has the plum and the vanilla, a little bit of floral. So I was really hoping it wasn't gonna be a copy of that, but thought it might have a little bit of that in it. You guys, this fragrance takes me on a major journey on the dry down. So when I first spray this, the first thing that I got was a major surprise. For one, I was like, this is not what I was expecting. It's very floral in the opening. There's supposed to be tuberose in this. I'm smelling a little more tuberose than I did in my first wear, and it can change. You know, now that it's open, now that it's breathed, it got the first spray, couple sprays off, it's changing a little bit. I'm sort of picking out the tuberose now, but when I first sprayed it, I knew that it smelled really floral, and I wasn't expecting kind of a floral bomb, and it smelled very perfumey. And that may sound kind of obvious, it's a perfume, duh, but you guys probably know what I mean whenever I say that. Like, some fragrances just smell like a heavy perfume. You walk into a perfume area counter in a department store, it's gonna smell very perfumey. And someone is mowing the lawn or something. I knew it was gonna happen. You guys, please bear with me. If there's, oh, yep, there's a lawnmower going in the back of our alley. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying to hold it together. Busted windows, needing to film content, trying to be positive, and they're gonna just stop right behind our house. Okay, anyway, back to the regular scheduled content here. So I was like, oh, that's like floral perfume that I wasn't expecting. I thought it would open with the rum and that plum, and it was like a floral balm. Then as this sat on my skin, I'd say the next 10 to 30 minutes, I kept thinking, it's gone kind of herbal, and there's no herbal notes in this. And there's supposed to be coconut as well, some musk, some vanilla, and I'm over here like, where's the tuberose? I'm smelling kind of, it does smell Mediterranean. I thought, I'm getting that. I'm kind of picturing this beautiful Mediterranean woman that owns her little Mediterranean restaurant with some kind of Mediterranean herbs going on. I'm not sure what I'm smelling. Once this dried down after about 30 minutes, I kept thinking, this smells very, very familiar. I can't put my finger on it. At first I couldn't, but this smells like something else that I'm familiar with. And then it hit me that 30 minutes on with this is very, very close, not a dupe, but very close to Cod Lodge's First on White. If you know First on White, you know that is primarily a almondy, a little bit of citrus, almondy, coconut musk, basically. A little bit of vanilla, but it's very much a kind of clean, powdery coconut musk. And this one dries down very, very similar. And there is coconut, there is musk in here, so it's not that surprising. But then it also gives me a little hint of Lattafa's Cade Alfarsan. So if you know that one in the white bottle, that one also has coconut and musk. Has other notes too. It's supposed to have more tropical florals in it. Not tuberose though. I think it's ylang. It kind of has a hint of that. And then I think the least like it, but tiny bit of it in there is Musalman White Intense by Lattafa. That one is much more sandalwood, benzoin, very smooth. Definitely not as musky, but it does also, they all share coconut and musk, and I believe vanilla in the base. So this is like kind of putting all three of those together. I don't get a ton of rum in this. I was expecting more of a boozy fragrance for sure. The plum, I think, is what's giving me kind of even more so a hint of that First on White, because First on White has the citruses at the top that gives it a little bit of a sour kick. Plum often reads kind of sour to my nose. It can go sour, not in a bad way, but sour, or it can go kind of tobacco to me, plum. This is more of that sour vibe. So out of all three of those, closest to First on White. I mean, almost identical in the dry down. Not the journey there, but the dry down is super similar. So I actually do really, really like this. I was not sure at first in the first 30 minutes of the first wear. I think the first sprays today are better than the first time. It doesn't give as sharp a floral as it did in the beginning. It also smelled really, really green floral the first time. I think now it's kind of sweetening up, and I can get a hint of that tuberose, but it is not a bubblegummy tuberose at all. I don't know that I've really smelled a green tuberose, but if that's what this is more of a green tuberose, maybe that is the floral that I'm picking up in this. And I'm just not accustomed to a green type of tuberose. And I love the muskiness of it. I think that the coconut is pretty balanced with the rest of the notes in here. So it's not overly sweet coconut. It's not that suntanny either. Someone asked me if this was pretty much a tropical coconut musk. And I said, instead of being tropical, I think it's more of a Mediterranean coconut musk for sure. So it's kind of bright, pretty elegant, almost a clean vibe without smelling like laundry detergent. I personally really like it, but I encourage you, don't judge it off of the opening spray. And you may love it right away. Yours may not be like mine, but I was thrown because it's not what I was expecting. Don't expect a ton of rum. It doesn't have that boozy, overly boozy quality to it. Let it sit on your skin, get outside in the sun, see how it interplays with the heat, with the sunshine. And if you are a fan of the Cod Blush First on White, you may feel like it's slightly repetitive, but you may also not mind. You may be like, oh, that's what I love. It doesn't have as much of a powdery feel though. So the people that didn't really love First on White thought it was a little too baby powder, and that was coming from the almond in there. This isn't powdery, and you might like it better then. If you liked everything about First on White except you didn't like the powderiness of it, some felt it was dusty. This doesn't have a dusty quality to it. It's a little bit of a brighter coconut musk. So I really like it. I think it's beautiful. I think that it fits the vibes of the actual bottle. The juice smells like the bottle. The notes don't really, to me, look like what the bottle would be. If I was putting together like a boozy plum and then that coconut and vanilla and the tuberose, like I would maybe make it kind of, I don't know, like maybe a little bit more deeper and mysterious, thinking it was gonna smell that way. But it really does smell kind of like the bottle looks. I think it's luxe. I think it's nice and bright for summer. It's a total surprise for me. Takes me on a journey. It's a thumbs up for me. Just know it's not gonna smell like you think it does in your head, and go into it with an open mind. I hope that helped you guys. Let me know. I know I'm a mess. I know I'm sweating. It's super hot up here. There's not as much air circulating. I know I probably sound more scattered than normal. It's just, there's a lot going on. And I know I should take a break. I know I shouldn't worry about filming. I had friends tell me like, why are you even worried about where you're gonna film? You have windows busted out, glass in your daughter's bed. But you guys, this is how I'm wired. I'm here filming this for you guys, and I hope that it helped you. Let me know in the comments. I thank you so much for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping, and smelling fabulous. Bye.